Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather Autumn, and today I'm going to show you how to make a non-traditional Christmas cookie. Gingerbread is always nice, sugar cookies are great, but this is something that is a little bit unexpected and yet super fun to make, and you can even invite your kids to make it with you. So growing up, my mom had a cookbook that I adored. Even as a toddler, I'd sit there looking through it and just looking at all the pictures and imagining one day when I'm an adult what I would cook, and I now have that book. It's so funny because I actually have two sisters, and I deep down inside wondered like, oh, who's gonna get this book, because this is literally my favorite cookbook of my mother's. And then one time I was at Urban Outfitters and they had this book for sale, and I was like, well, rather than fight my sisters over it, I'm just gonna go and buy it myself. And it's the exact same book, it's the exact same style with the 50s looking pictures. This is one I remember very well, and I used to just look at all those cookies and be like, oh, which ones would I cook? And I'm gonna make that one day when I'm older, and things like that. And now I'm older. So today I'm gonna show you a Christmas cookie that is perfect for the holiday, but it's not your typical gingerbread or sugar cookie. Not that there's anything wrong with those. So I'm gonna link this book below, but the cookie that we're making today is this one right here. It's a chocolate crinkle, and I actually have a memory of making these as a kid, and like my mom would let me like roll the ball, and then I'd give it to my sister, and you roll it in powdered sugar and then you bake it. So it was so much fun. The only problem is it does take overnight to chill in the fridge, so this is gonna be kind of a two-parter. You won't notice it except my clothes will change. This is a great project. This is something you can have them help you out with. They can break the eggs, they can mix it, but yeah, this will be something where they can kind of help out in the kitchen. So as always, I like to go and post the ingredients. Feel free to pause the video and take notes, and here they are. All right, so we're gonna get started. Now here you can see I have all of my ingredients laid out, and I'm using the Baker's unsweetened cacao.
Because the chocolate you use is delicious Baker's chocolate. Famous Baker's unsweetened chocolate, made from a rare blend of choicest cocoa beans to give you smoother, richer chocolate flavor.
Okay, to get started, we're going to take our half a cup of vegetable oil and just put that in our mixing bowl. And we're going to take our 2 cups of granulated sugar and add that and whisk those together along with our chocolate. That is already smelling really good. Next, you're going to want to add in 1 egg at a time. Now that you've added all of your eggs, you want to add in your 2 teaspoons of vanilla. It's vanilla extract. Then you're going to want to add your 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And this is much more different than baking soda. You want baking powder. And next you want to add in a ½ teaspoon of salt. Okay, for this next part, you want to slowly add in 2 cups of flour. Now, this was measured by using either the sifting method, where you put it into a sifter, or you can use the dipping method. I did the dipping method, and what that is that you take your flour, or your bag of flour, or your container of flour, and you fluff it up a little, maybe with a whisk or a fork. You just want to aerate it a bit, and then you can either take a spoon and gently put the flour into your measuring cup, or you can scoop that fluffy area of the flour and then use a butter knife to scoop off the excess. But you want to kind of have it light and fluffy. You don't want it packed in there, because that's going to affect your cookie. I'll actually link a video for that. It's really simple, but if you want to see what I mean visually, I will link a video of that in the description below. So what you want to do is very slowly add in this flour into your chocolate mixture. Don't add it in all at once or it's going to be a mess. Just slowly incorporate it. Now, of course, feel free, if you have a stand mixer, like I actually have one right here. You probably can't see it. Oh, there it is. feel free to use that. It's just sometimes I like whisking by hand. Sometimes it just puts me more connected to my cooking, if that makes any sense. But your arms will get tired for sure. And again, this is one of those things, if you have little ones, you can certainly have them help out, but they're probably gonna start complaining towards the end that the batter is too thick and it's no longer fun to stir anymore. And I'd have to agree with them. Okay, so that might seem like a really thick batter, especially if you've been stirring it by hand like I have. You might think that it's all ready to go, but actually you're gonna wanna put this in the fridge for anywhere from several hours to overnight. And frankly, to be really honest, I would suggest putting it in your fridge overnight because you really want this to be stiffened up. You're gonna want to put on some gloves, and I'm gonna show you how to take it out in spoonfuls and roll it into a ball. And right now, for being as thick as it is, it's not gonna hold the shape of a ball. So I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna put it in my fridge. Hello everyone, it's the next day. I'm wearing my very festive, look what you did, you little jerk, Christmas shirt. For those of you who don't know where that's from, it's from Home Alone. It's a great Christmas movie. Here's the clip it's from.
He ate my pizza on purpose. He knows I ate sausage and olives and
Look what
onions
you did, you little jerk.
And so today we're gonna finish up those cookies that I started yesterday. So the batter has been chilling in the fridge overnight, and so it looks really solid, just like that. You can see it's not going anywhere, which is perfect for what we're doing. I also have this scooper, which is gonna make making these cookies super easy. And the next thing I wanna do is put some powdered sugar into this bowl, about a cup, but you could do a little bit more if you want, or use a bigger bowl. And the idea is that we're gonna roll these into balls, roll them in the powdered sugar, and then put them on either of these two greased baking sheets. I already have my oven preheating to 350 degrees, and if you hadn't noticed, I got a new oven, and this one has a light. So you can actually like look inside, and I'm super happy about that. So a couple of things for this, I am wearing some gloves just because it's gonna get a little messy. The other thing is, if you want this recipe written out, please feel free to visit my blog, which is autumnbecomes.me. I will have it linked below, and it'll have the full recipe completely written out. All right, the first batch is going in. You can see here I have them spaced about 2 inches apart. If you find that your batter is getting a little sticky, I would suggest putting it in the fridge in between your baking times. Okay, so according to this cookbook, I'm supposed to bake it anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. When I get a number like that, I like to go right in the middle, which means I'm gonna pop this in the oven for 11 minutes. They're turning out really good. Oh man, I love this oven so much. So here's what they look like. I like them because it looks like they have just a little bit of snow on them. They're a little different, and it has that chocolate. It's really good to sit down with like some tea or some coffee and have one or two of these. I'm gonna get them on a wire rack to cool and get another set started. So those are delicious. They are really good. They have like that chocolate flavor, but it's not like smack you in the face chocolate. It's just right, and they're chewy, and just a really great Christmas cookie, I think. And I'm passing them to you in case you want to start a warm, nice memory in your family. So if you really liked this video, please let me know in the comments below. Also, you can help my channel out by being sure to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell button, because that will let you know when I have new videos out. I do have another cookie recipe that actually is part of my heritage that I'm gonna show off, as well as some other cool places to go and visit in New England. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Bye.